Joining us this afternoon is director and producer Lukas Press and co-director, co-producer, and choreographer Rebecca Reinhart on the Kokus production of Numbers, opening on July 6th, which was yesterday, at Factory Theatre Main Space. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
I know.
It's okay, we don't know either.
Yes.
Pluto's got revenge now.
Yeah. Before we talk about the show itself, Lukas, I'd like to start with you and ask you about your background.
Mm-hmm. So I'm originally from Poland, and I moved to Israel when I was 9 years old.
And when did you start to dance?
When I started to dance, I started when I was very young. I started my training with ballroom and hip hop, and then contemporary. I did some too. And I did this reason why I came to Canada as well, to develop and to train my dancing and my artistic vision here in Toronto.
So how long have you been here?
So I came here 8 years ago.
Nice.
Yes.
And Rebecca, your background?
I have been in the performance industry since I was about 3 years old. And I'm from Calgary, Alberta, which is the Stampede is happening right now. I got my cowboy boots on, you can't see.
100th Stampede. Woo-hoo!
Yes, exactly. So I was in a company for growing up since I was 3, and I moved here 2 years ago to Toronto. Same thing, to pursue dancing and the arts, and it's been awesome.
And how did you two meet?
We met a year ago.
At a hip-hop class.
At a hip-hop class, yes. It was dancing, and then in the hip-hop class, it was a part that there was a partnering us. And this is where me and Rebecca was a partnering. And then after that, we have a chat, and I opened my company 3 years ago that is based off triple threat production. And I invite Rebecca to one of my classes, right? And after that, it's like we got really amazing connection, and as we're working together, we're working
really well together. It's been fun.
Yes.
He always used to ask me at the beginning, "Why are you staying with me?" I don't know, but I just love it. And now it all makes sense now. It really does. We work really well together. So
when it fits, it fits.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. So the production itself, Numbers. Want to start with that?
Yes. So the Numbers, it's a 60-minute production. It's about Second War. It's about this young girl that she's 10 years old, and she's taking us through her journey, how the Second War started, how her parents get in love, and we have a beautiful dance pieces from swing to hip hop to contemporary. We're working with amazing dancers and choreographer. I would like to have the chance and actually to say all the names. The dancer, we have Trina, Carissa, Hannah, Natalie, Sebastian, Matteo, Nicholas, Kyla, Rachel, Devin, and Patrizia, Emily, Nikki, and Camille. They're all beautiful and very talented dancer. We have a choreographer as well from Rebecca. She's doing one of the
two pieces.
Two pieces. We have Kian. We have Shamika, Jane, Kate, and Marta, and as well,
Lucas.
One of my pieces, and I'm excited. We're working as well with amazing makeup artist, and her name is Natasha. We have a live painting, so basically every production we have a live painting going on when the production running, and then in the end of the production we
raffle it off.
Yes.
What's the connection between the production and the painting?
So I met Rhonda at a previous event where she was live painting when people were dancing, and she just gets so inspired by the energy. And we wanted to just give the audience a next step, like something above and beyond. So she is watching this production, she's looking at the audience, she's getting the inspiration, putting it onto this painting, and then we raffle it off at the end, and someone gets to go home with this piece of art, which is something that we were really, really glad to add into that. And her name, I don't know if we mentioned it, is Rhonda Nolan. Rhonda. So she's great.
Who has an exhibit now, right?
Yes,
at the beach, in the Junction.
Yes, and as well, we're working me and Rebecca, we're working with amazing Kian.
Yes.
That she is the assistant and production manager. We're having a beautiful actress, the young actress, Shiela, and then we have understudy, Eva, and we have Natalie and Nicholas that they're paying her father and mother.
I wanted to ask more about that young actress because on the videos, wow.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
She makes the audience cry.
So how is she integrated? Because you've got all these different styles of music. Mm-hmm. You've got her in it. So how is the flow going, and how are you describing the era that it took place in?
So Ella, who is our main girl, she's taking us through the entire story. So she's acting throughout this whole production, saying, this is how my parents met, and then our dance pieces complement what she says. And so we have the piece of how the parents met, and then she says, something about how she's hiding, and then we have like another dance to complement that. So it's just kind of taking different forms of art and putting it all together into the triple threat, which is acting, singing, and dancing.
Mm-hmm. And then you have, to me, a horror sequence sort of involving masks, sort of that to convey the war itself. Yes, that's quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this piece was about, when I choreographed this piece, it was about, in the Second War, it was a doctor that his name was Mengele. They was calling him as a angel of death. So what he was doing, he was taking he was taking a Jewish woman and more kids, twins, and he was doing experimental on them. So all those masks, all this costume, it's bringing that how the doctor was doing all those crazy, and it was really disgusting experimental on Jewish people.
So every choreographer, we gave them the ability to say, here's what we want from this piece. And they came forward with, here's my music selection, here how many dancers I want to have in it. So each song came from the heart of the choreographer. And we said, okay, or let's do this or something. But it all worked out quite well.
Mm-hmm. One of the things I was curious about is Kokus Productions generally, and you teach as well, it's very commercial dance, right, is my understanding. Mm-hmm. And when I think commercial dance, I often think, jazz hands and flashy and big, and I don't necessarily think Second World War. So I'm really curious how you integrate that, because it does seem, from hear you talk, it is really integrated.
Yes, very much so. The thing about commercial dance nowadays, I feel as well, is it's expanded into something completely different from maybe what people are used to. So commercial dance, if it's like music videos, it's in plays, it's everywhere. Mm-hmm. And the story of the Second World War, when we were sitting together, it just brainstorming, and something came up, and it was just like, oh my gosh, let's do this. So it's just like, let's run with it, let's try it, incorporate the two together, and it's just beautiful that you can mesh together that aspect, the commercial aspect, with Fringe or whatever we do after with this production.
And what do you think you will do afterwards?
We've had so many people tell us that we should take this onwards. They say, I hope someone picks this up. We've had some good reviews so far. Fingers crossed for the rest, but we would like to move it and take it further and do maybe tour or tour with Fringe, or go outside of Fringe and create our own production afterwards. It's just been so much fun. We work well together. Our team is incredible. That's what makes it so good, is our team. Mm-hmm. So
it's a big team too.
Huge.
Yes. Yes.
So where can we see this?
So we can see this in the Factory Theater, that it's on 125 Bathurst Street in Adelaide. You can check as well on the website, thefactorytheater.com.
CA.
Yes, CA, sorry. It's CA. And then we have our next show is going to be on Monday, 6:45. We have Wednesday at 11 p.m. We have Thursday, 5:45, Saturday, 5:45. And the last show is going to be on July 15 at 1:45. Yes, and I would love for everyone to come and to see this amazing production. It's very important to see that through the dance, through the acting, through the songs as well. I would like to mention the amazing scriptwriter and songwriter. Her name is Robin.
This script actually came from Robin's grandmother, so it's based off of a true story. Mm-hmm. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds
very touching.
Yeah. And if our audience members want more information about your teaching, where can they go?
So you can check on our website on www.kokustrtp.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in this afternoon.
Thank you so much for having us.
We've been speaking with director and producer Lukas Press and co-director, co-producer, and choreographer Rebecca Reinhart on the Kokus production of Numbers, happening at Factory Theater Main Space.
Okay, and for more information on this and all Fringe productions, go to fringetoronto.com.